Well then, let's take you through the starting order for the Mini Max pre-final. And here's your grid. Vince van der Hallen will start from pole position, and alongside him on the front row will be Olivier Mazurkiewicz. Gage Moyes and Jarosław Bosch will be on row 2. Tiger Holthausen and Duncan Hudson will be rounding out row number 3, ahead of Julian Dummer, with Rickard Joppen rounding out row 4. Sebastian Brandt and Jeff Verbeek round out row 5, ahead of Sven Lindemann, James van der Poel, Didier Dardale, Devrim Yater, Mika Vonk, Lawrence van Vlaanderen, Jesse Andringa, Jens Kielstra, Liam Besteiro, AJ Berggraaf and Milano Shiphorst rounding out the 21-strong grid. These drivers aged at least 9 to 13 years of age. So, revs rise, lights are on, lights are out. We're underway for the Minimax pre-final as all of them hurtle into turn 1. Now the run down into turn 2. Battle for second really heating up at the front end of the field as it's 2, nearly 3 abreast coming out of turn number 2 for the first time. One driver at the back end of the field going a little bit wide, but at the moment it is the 1-3-0 of Vince van der Hallen leading the way. And Olivier Mazurkiewicz. Third, it's Gage Moyes, running out the top 3. Now into the far part of the circuit. Mazurkiewicz trying to exert early pressure on van der Hallen as they go through into the final part of the circuit here at the Landsard. So after the opening lap, which has pretty quickly been completed, and it's van der Hallen that leads the way, just over 2 tenths ahead of Mazurkiewicz. Moyes rounds out the top 3. Tiger Holthausen now up into 4th position, having got past Jarosław Bosch. There's battles happening down at the bottom part of the top 10, coming out of turn number 2. Gage Moyes looking for an opportunity to get through on Mazurkiewicz as they make their way out of turn number 5 and through into the chicane. Be very careful of the curves, can be a little bit higher than normal. You've also got to have a bit of mechanical sympathy. This is a very much a one-day race day. Unlike other competitions where you will be you've got to make sure that your kart is at full speed, and it's got to be up to specification. And oh, bit of a run wide there, through out of turn number 2 by Mazurkiewicz as Holthausen battling away with Gage Moyes through into turn number 3. Now here comes Julian Dummer in the 125 on the Birolart chassis. Now looking for a move up the inside of Holthausen, gets through. Holthausen drifts wide, coming out of turn number 5. And we have got a yellow flag at Marshall post number 6. One went around on the run out of the chicane down into turn number 8. But the lead for Vince van der Hallen is now nearly 1.4 seconds. Gage Moyes up the inside through on Olivier Mazurkiewicz for P2 at turn 1. Neatly carried the move through. Mazurkiewicz made an early mistake, early part of the last lap. And Julian Dummer now looks for the opportunity out of turn number 3. So battle really heating up for 2nd, 3rd, 4th and 5th. And then also you look at the likes of Duncan Hudson, Sven Lindemann up 4 places already. Maybe even make that 5. Now looks to be running in sixth place at the minute. So Van der Halen has a lead of over 2 seconds ahead of Gage Moyes, who is being closed in on by Mazurkovic on the run down into turn number 2. Mazurkovic switched to the outside to try and get through at turn 2, but Gage Moyes held the racing line. There is the 141. Sven Lindemann now through on Tiger Holthausen. That is for 5th place. Didi Dadala has also made up positions, up 4 places from 13th on the grid, now runs 9th. But at the moment with 6 minutes to go plus 2 additional laps, Vince van der Halen's lead is going to be extensive, nearly 2.4 seconds after the opening 5 laps. Mazurkovic, Dummer, Lindemann, Holthausen, Utzon, Sebastian Brand up 1 place from 9th on the grid. Rickert Joppen, Didi Dadala round out the top 10. So all 21 drivers are running at the moment. Jarakiewicz Bosch, unfortunately, has dropped all the way down to 20th place from 4th on the grid as we hit half-time in this race. Sun continuing to beat down on this circuit here at Circuit de Landsard in the Netherlands. And Sven Lindemann with a great move up the inside through turn 2 on Julian Dummer. That's for 4th place for the 141. Tiger Holthausen still battling away with Julian Dummer. This could allow Mazurkovic and Lindemann to get away. Gage Moyes has a lead over 3rd and 4th position to the tune of probably the best part of about 0.4 of a second. But Vince van der Halen, who has been setting very, very fast laps at the moment, has the fastest lap of the race so far. Now it's another one, 47.211. Gage Moyes trying to close on in, but with 4.25 minutes to go, plus 2 additional laps. It is going to be a tall order for the number 134. Lindemann waiting for the opportunity to get through on Mazurkovic and is bringing along Dummer and Holthausen. So this is the battle for P3. So 3rd, 4th, 5th and 6th in a row. Going through out of turn number 5 into the chicane. Then up to the next right-hander. And instantly into another left, then into a right. Then a further 2 right-handers plus another left to go. And still the battles are quite fast and frantic. Looking a little bit further down the order, well, Jeff Bates just lost 4 places in total, is behind the likes of Didi Dadala, who's now dropped out of the top 10. James van der Poel, in the meantime, is now up to 9th, whereas Sven Lindemann wants to have the opportunity to get past Olivier Mazurkovic. Right, someone's lost a chain guard, I think, coming out of turn number, I think that's turn number 5. So someone has lost a chain guard, which could mean could be the imminent appearance of a mechanical black flag for one of the competitors, who will have to park it within 3 laps of that being shown. Otherwise, the black flag will then mean an exclusion from the race itself. Lindemann still trying to get through on Mazurkovic for that 3rd place. As I said earlier on, this is a very difficult circuit to overtake at, but there are opportunities if you can make it work in your favour. Lindemann gets a good run coming out of turn number 4. And then into the chicane, right on the rear bumper of Mazurkovic. Now, when does Lindemann try to go for the move? Might be better placed to come out of the final corner and then look to make that move, but then Dummer and Holthausen are right with the 141. Coming up to just under 2 minutes to go. Vince van der Halen leads by 3.8 seconds ahead of Gage Moyes. Olivier Mazurkovic still fending off the advances of one. Zen Lindemann, who's looking up the inside through at turn number 2 and gets through, but the crossover happens straight away. Mazurkiewicz was wise to it and retook third from Zen Lindemann. He felt that was his first opportunity. Might not be his last, though. Holthausen putting Julian Dummer under significant pressure once again. Van der Hallen crosses the line to complete lap number 11. Has set. So, right, so we've had a couple of... we've had the 1:33 has just been given a that's Mika Vonk, 3-second time penalty for unsportsmanlike driving. Still, Zen Lindemann is trying everything in the playbook at the minute to try and get through on Olivier Mazurkiewicz. So Van der Hallen and Moyes still running in first and second respectively. Oh, right, okay, that might have been... Wondering if that might have been... That is Kees Moyes. Kees Moyes lost his chain guard and has ended up retiring due to a mechanical black flag. That's a real shame for the 1:34. So now the battle between Mazurkiewicz and Lindemann is the battle for second on the road. So the timer has now expired, 2 laps to go, and Lindemann needs to do something soon. Can't dawdle, can't wait. Now through into the chicane. Both of them taking the same racing line. But 2 laps to go. Van der Hallen's lead is going to be more than 7 seconds, I would think. The reason being is that this quartet are battling away at 7.1. And now Tygo Holthausen, who's got through on Julian Dummer in the meantime, is looking to sweep wide to the outside of turn number 2. Throwing it round the outside of all people, it's Zen Lindemann. Now that's not easy. And now Julian Dummer back up the inside of the 129 on the Maranello chassis and retakes what is now 4th place. Well, just over a kilometre to go once Vince van der Hallen gets through on the start-finish line, which is going to be very, very shortly. So Van der Hallen crosses the line. Last lap underway. And now Zen Lindemann has a clear opportunity right here, right now, to get through on Olivier Mazurkiewicz, who's just holding to the right-hand side of the tarmac on the run down into turn number 2. And that's brought Julian Dummer, who has a slight touch with the rear bumper of Zen Lindemann. Holthausen fancies an opportunity and gets through at turn number 3 for what is now 4th place. It all started when Julian Dummer came out of turn number 2. Slight touch on the back bumper of Zen Lindemann. Might have unsettled the 141. But out of the final corner, Vince van der Hallen, from lights out to checkered flag, wins after 15 laps, and the lead is going to be extensive. Olivier Mazurkiewicz does a brilliant defensive drive and takes second, 9.765 seconds behind race winner Van der Hallen. Lindemann up 8 places. Welcome back, Zen. Finishing 11th, taking 3rd place. Tygo Holthausen beating Julian Dummer for 4th place at the flag. Good run by James van der Poel in the meantime. 12th to 6th at the flag. Head of Duncan Hudson. Didi Dardale up 5 places to finish 8th. As we're just waiting for Jens Kielstra to come across the line. Rickert Joppen and Devrim Yater ran at the top 10 ahead of Mika Vonk, Milano Shiphorst, AJ Berggraaf, Sebastian Brandt, Lawrence van Vlaanderen, Jeff Verbeek, Liam Bestero, Jesse Andringa, Jens Kielstra, and unfortunately lap 12 we lost Jarakiewicz Bosch and Kees Moyes out on lap 11.